Hey, welcome to my journey into another meal prep. Weight Watchers meal prep. Oh, it's a good week this week. I'll tell you that. For breakfast, I found this recipe. It's a Jamie Oliver recipe. You know, he's a chef. And it was in one of these women's magazines. Because, you know, I go through magazines for my junk drawers and whatnot. And it was just a little square about that big, poked in on one of the pages. And I got to reading it. And it says to amp up your protein and get your metabolism going. It was this recipe for pancakes. I'm like, well, I'm going to try that. So that's what we're having for breakfast. And I've already told you, but I ate some while I was working on my chips. Oh, delicious. I'll be making them again. I will. Then for lunch, I have Sweet Baby Ray's crock pot barbecue chicken. I used sugar-free to save some points and whatnot. And then roasted Brussels sprouts. Then for snack, I made some, tortilla chips out of corn tortillas, and I have some salsa to go with that. So I'm real excited about my prep this week. I told David he come in. He's busy out there. Bless his heart, he's working in the fine misty rain. He said, well, I guess I'm going to go get started. He had to go pick up some things. I said, yeah, me too. I said, I hate prep. He said, but you'll be sorry next week if you don't. I said, I know. He knows. So that's what we're having. I'm looking forward to it. I didn't time it because the crock pot and then making all the pancakes, because put it this way, it made a lot. The little thing didn't say how many serves it was, how much it was going to make, but you'll see. So that'll do it for me today. This is Saturday. Tomorrow you have, I think I've already said it, Dollar Tree dinners in the morning. So, okay, let's turn around and get started cooking this delicious meal prep. We're going to start with our chicken because it has to cook in the crock pot. So, I got a while before I even need to start the pancakes. But I have 1 bottle of Baby Ray's. I'm using the no sugar added. You need I got all I could out. You need a 1/4 cup of vinegar. So, I'll put that in here so we can get the rest of that out. I thought, why not? But I popped that little plastic thing off. There we get every little bit we can get. But I'm using the sugar-free. Did I say that? No sugar added. And then a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, and I'm using the Truvia Sweet Complete. And a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. Have I got garlic powder? Yeah. Now, the recipe calls for red pepper flakes, but I don't do those. So, you can add red pepper flakes if you want to. I think it was like a 1/4 teaspoon. Or you can add it to taste, actually. We just don't do that. Well, this is for me, but me or David just don't do the hot stuff. All right, let's go put it on our chicken. Recipe calls for 4 to 6 boneless chicken breasts. I opted for the bone-in chicken breast just because I think when you cook it in a crock pot, it just is more tender, plus more flavor. But I can just remove the skin and shred the meat and dip it in the sauce, and it will be wonderful. I'm going to kind of spread that around if I can. I'll probably come over here a few times and stir it and check it and see what it's doing. So that's all there is to the chicken. Cover it low 4 to 6 hours. I'm going to go ahead and get started on the Brussels sprouts. I'm going to roast them. These are awful big, but we're going to cut the end off and cut them in half. That'll probably be okay. And then I'm going to put mine in a bag to coat with the oil. So let me just do these. Okay, I've got all my Brussels sprouts halved. I'm just going to use some avocado oil. and drizzle in, I don't know, a tablespoon or so. I just want all of them coated all the way around. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Now I have my baking sheet lined with a piece of parchment paper. I'm going to try to get them all in. And if I see any of these little loose ones, I'm going to get them because they'll start burning. But you want these all in a single layer. Okay, now I'm going to, at this point, you can season them any way you want to. Hold on, I'm going in front of you. Any way you want to. I'm just going to use house seasoning. And house seasoning is just Paula Deen's house seasoning. So if you want to make it, just search Paula Deen's house seasoning. And that is all. That's all it is. It's onion powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper. Delicious. I put it on everything. So my oven is preheated to 450. I'm going to do it for 10 minutes. Stir them around 10 minutes more. And hopefully they're going to be done. So I'll show them to you after 10 minutes. It's been 10 minutes. We're just going to stir these around a little bit. They're feeling, I don't know, it might take more than 10 minutes, just to be honest with you. These are some big Brussels sprouts. I think I'm going to try to gauge which side it was on and flip it to the other. I think that's what I'm going to do. So whichever side is not brown, I'm going to flip it. That might give us some more even cook. Okay, everybody has been turned over with their browned side on the top. I think I've got everybody. Now I'm going to pop them back in there for 10 minutes and check it, and we'll come back and look at them in 10 minutes and decide if we need to go any longer. They look done to me, but I'm gonna, oh yeah, they're done. Yeah, they're good and tender. So I'm just gonna let these sit, and I just did the 10 minutes flip and 10 more minutes, and that was at 450. So I'm just gonna let them sit here and chill out and cool until it's time to package them up. Okay, as you can see, the chicken is balling. The juice, the sauce. I made the decision, I just did not want to wait 4 to 6 hours. So I cooked this on high, and I checked the temperature, and it's way done. So I'm going to scoop these out onto this plate so I can let them cool enough to handle. And while they're cooling, we're going to go over here and make those pancakes. For the pancakes, I think I made a gross miscalculation as to how much this is going to make. I might be making pancakes till tomorrow sometime. I tripled it, thinking that would, I'm sorry, thinking that would give me 4 servings instead of, 3. But now that I put everything out here in front of me, ooh, it's going to make a lot of pancakes. It doesn't say in the little blurb how many pancakes it makes, but it seemed to me like that was 1 serving, so I don't know. 1 serving is 2 eggs, so I have 6. 1 serving is 1 banana, so I have 3. 1 serving is a ½ cup of cottage cheese, so you guessed it, and this is fat-free. I have a 1.5 cups, because we know cottage cheese, fat-free cottage cheese is 0 on Weight Watchers. And then, oh, you know what? Let me blend this up before I add them oatmeals. You know what I'm saying. So. don't know if this is going to fit. I'll just be honest with you. I don't know. We need a pinch of baking soda per recipe, so I'm just going to add like just that much. And then this oatmeal. This is 3 cups because it's 1 cup per recipe. And I'm using the quick just because I have more of it. That's the only reason. It's all will get blended, so I don't think it matters quick or old-fashioned. And then, a splash of almond milk. And we add more if we need to. Hopefully we didn't add too much. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have pancakes out the ears. Okay, I'm going to scrape it down a little bit. Oh, it's nice and thick. It makes a nice batter. Now, if you weren't going to eat syrup with it, you could probably add some sweetener to it, but I'm going to use syrup. Okay, I think that is good. Let's check the I always have a hard time getting that off. Let's check. Oh, this is heavy. Let us check the consistency. It's a nice pancake batter consistency. See that? Isn't that nice? Okay, well, I'm going to take the thing out and get I think I'm going to have to get my griddle out, my big griddle. I believe I am. Okay, what I'm going to do is try to scoop this out. I sprayed this, oh, that's too much. I'm going to do half. I sprayed my measuring cups, what I'm trying to say. I was thinking a half a cup would be enough, but it's too much. So I'm guessing about what, 1/4 cup? And I did put a little bit of olive oil, avocado oil spray. You know what? This really is not going to make as many as I thought. I mean, it's going to make a lot, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's going to make as many as I originally thought it would. Okay, I'm going to check these. They're not bubbling, but they've been on that side a while. I'm going to hold it up and look at it. Hold on. Oh, yeah, we got to turn these. I might have started out too high. But they're sticking together, or they're not smearing apart when I flip them. So that side is definitely done. Okay, I think they're done. I wish I had watched the clock. I didn't, but these definitely take a lot longer than regular pancakes because they're so dense. So we're going to okay. I ended up getting 23 pancakes. I have 21 right here because me and David both tried one and we both like it. It is a dense but fluffy pancake, if that even makes a lick of sense. And like I said, when we were making them, if you want them sweet, add the sweetener before you cook them. If you're not going to put syrup, because they're not sweet. The banana doesn't make them sweet. And surprisingly, they're not very banana forward, which I was kind of scared of because that's kind of not my thing. But I wanted to give these a try. And I'm glad I did. So I think I'm going to have some for the freezer. We're going to plate up our chicken. We're going to plate up our pancakes. And then we're going to make some tortilla chips. I think I just want 4 servings of chicken. So I'm going to start with like a spoon of each and then go from there. Now we'll plate up our Brussels sprouts, which I'm probably going to add some balsamic vinegar to, just for flavor. And I know balsamic vinegar has sugar in it, but I am not counting that. No more than I'll sprinkle on these Brussels sprouts. No. Gotta make it your own. Well, I thought I was filming and I wasn't. I don't even know if I was filming when I said I'm gonna have, okay, if I'm repeating myself, I apologize. I don't know when I started filming that I wasn't filming. I'm doing 3 pancakes for breakfast, and the rest I'm going to freeze. I'm going to put on a parchment-lined baking sheet and freeze them till they're hard, and then put them in a Ziploc baggie or something and have them at a later date. Let's see, I'm going to save those out for this morning. And now let's go make our chips. Okay, these little 25 calorie tortillas are 2 points for 4. So that's not a bad deal if you want some tortilla chips. Now, I used to spray in each one of them individually, then cut them and season them, and then put them on my baking tray, but I think I have come up with a better solution. I don't know why I did it that way. I just did. So we're going to put these on a big old baking sheet. Fit them in. You can't see what I'm doing here. Let me start up here. Fit them in as close as you can get them. That way you can get more on the pan, because these will last. You don't have to eat them up right away. I'm going to make these for the week. Okay, let me, you don't need to see me do this. Let me finish filling this up. Okay, that'll be enough for one tray. I don't even know how many tortillas that was. I just picked out a handful. Now what I'm going to do is spray the tops with cooking spray. I'm just using plain old Pam. Before I used to use butter flavored, and I don't have any of that, but it was good. Now season them however you like. If you want cinnamon sugar, do cinnamon sugar. Although I think those are better with flour tortillas. If you want everything bagel, do everything bagel. Chili, whatever kind of seasoning you think you want on your tortilla chips, you do it. I just want salt. Now these will go in at 375. It probably won't take about 5 minutes. You keep checking on them because they're not going to be crunchy when you take them out, because they'll cool up and get crunchier. So I learned the hard way. They need to be just a little pliable when you take them out, because as they cool and get crunchy, then they'll be just right. But if you get them too crunchy on the pan, they're going to be way too crunchy to eat. They'll break your teeth. So we're going to keep checking these. And like I said, about 5 minutes, I reckon. I had to add 2 minutes because they weren't close at 5. But like these big ones, you can hear they're crunchy, but they've already started to cool by the time I got over here. But the centers were still kind of pliable and gave a little bit. And that's what I'm telling you. They crisp up really, really fast. So I will just put these here, let them cool, because I'm going to bake all of them, so I don't have to do it again. Let these cool, and then when I dump out the hot ones, I'll just slide these over to the side because they'll be cool by then. They won't get soggy as they cool off. So let me go finish up my chips. Here's what we did today. Oh boy, it's a good day today. Let me just tell you. I had my serving of pancakes and left rest of the raspberries with some sugar-free syrup while I was finishing up with the chips. Delicious is all I can tell you. Delicious. I will definitely make these again. The whole recipe made 23 pancakes. And per serving, they're like 1 point per pancake. And then when you get to 4, they're still 3 points. So these are 3 points and 0 for the raspberries. Delicious. I'm just telling you, delicious. Very, 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 very filling. And then my snack, here's all my lovely, listen. Doesn't that just sound wonderful? So I got my chips and my salsa. And then for lunch, and of course we said 2 points for 4 tortillas. Isn't that what I said? I think so. So 4 times 4 tortillas times 4 is 16 chips. That would be 16 chips for 2 points if I didn't misspeak. If I did misspeak, I'll put it on screen. Then over here we have our Sweet Baby Ray's crock pot barbecue chicken. That is 2 points. It's not going to be 2 points because I didn't use a full quarter of the sauce. There was still a lot of sauce left in the cooking bag. So I would be comfortable knocking this down to a point. I really would. And then 0 points for the Brussels sprouts. So there you go. That is what we're having this week. Oh, I think it looks good. So anyway, I hope, and no, them ain't my cookies. Them is my grandson's from when he comes Easter. But I hope you're prepping something good if you're prepping. And I will see you. I have a video coming up tomorrow for my Dollar Tree dinners. So stick around to see that. Hope you're having a good weekend. All right. Bye-bye.